Charlie and I met Paul. Had we done a show with Harry? We had, yeah. I think we'd done the first series of Harry Enfield and Chums, or Harry Enfield's television programme, as it was then. And we'd written a pilot, and Paul came on board and told us where we were going wrong. Believe me, we were going wrong.
No, he was part of a really great setup at the BBC of people who really cared about comedy and were very knowledgeable. And it was great to have his experience talking about scripts.
Oh,
but we didn't listen to a word he said.
No.
What does he know?
What does he know?
So you three are now then back on the road with this brand new tour. It's called The Fast Show, An Evening with the Fast Show. Who's the best person out of our lovely trio to tell us?
None of us.
No.
We tried to get Simon Davey.
I'm going to go with Charlie. He looks like on it.
Well, actually, I just got a message. We've just sold out.
Never.
So we don't need to be here anytime.
Sit down, Charlie. Behave yourself.
Just like, oh, lovely to see you.
No,
I mean, your tickets have flown out, but
No,
you're adding
they
new
have
dates
just
as
sold
well.
out. So
you're adding new dates.
We're
as
going to
well.
have to find some new dates.
Yeah.
Well, that's great
Arabella,
news.
how do you feel about fans now? You know, who've never seen it the first time round.
Obviously it's hard to talk about your own stuff, but I genuinely think people could bring their children or grandchildren even to the show and still enjoy it. I don't think it needs to be one of those...
sold out, they can't bring that.
And the new dates. So I definitely think we'll make an evening that people will enjoy, whether or not they were fans for.
Yeah.
But I think that we'll do that, won't we?
Yeah, but I mean, the idea of it is it's going to be the six of us who are still
Alive.
with us.
Awake.
We're going to talk about the show. We're going to talk about how we met, where the characters came from, and out of that we'll recreate some of the highlights and the greatest hits.
Oh, so it's a bit of a chat on stage.
Yeah, so it's an evening.
Oh, I
with
love
the
that.
Fast
Yeah.
Show.
No questions from the audience.
So for the fans, it's going to be a real insight into how we made the whole thing.
Oh,
Nice.
that's amazing.
Do you know what I love, Arabella? The girl that boys can't hear.
Where do you think I got that character?
Excuse me. Can you direct the questions to me and Charlie, please?
And here she
It's
is.
interesting where Arabella got that character.
Yeah, it was our idea, wasn't it?
And see, now we're trying to link into a clip and can't get the irony. Here you is going to strike a chord with so many. Where did you get the idea then?
Arabella, that's going to strike a chord. Where did you get the idea?
I couldn't hear her. I could see her lips moving, but I couldn't. Yeah. I got it from working on the Fast Show because we'd all be working together and we'd all do our sketches in front of each other. And when everyone was doing their sketches, their individual sketches, I'd be looking and going, "Oh, that's good, that's funny," and stuff. I'd do mine, and they'd go, "Where are we going to go for lunch?"
We should have got Arabella on the show tonight.
And then I'd go, "Guys, I'm doing my stuff," and they'd go, "Yeah, all right, stop on." And then I came up with that, and these two went, I'm not sure that's going to work. Wait for it, here's the irony. And Simon Day went, I think this is us, guys, we better do it. And then they did let me do it. Let me do it, see?
Let me do it.
One of my favourites is Scorchio, obviously the late, great Caroline Aherne, and you're going to be paying tribute to Caroline during your show as well.
Yeah, I mean, she was such a great part of it, and John Thompson and Simon and Day had worked with her before doing the Fast Show, and they said, "Oh, you must get her on, and so
she'd only just started doing Mrs. Merton, so she was she wasn't really well known.
Yeah,
in Manchester, I think she was. She was recognised as an emerging talent, and we got her very early on. So I think she did some great stuff in the Fast Show, and it was what she did in the Fast Show showed her versatility and range, which later, obviously, she stuck in the character of Mrs. Merton
right.
in the royal family. But we made her do loads of stuff in the Fast Show.
She's absolutely
she's brilliant.
Amazing
so
person.
Amazing.
Thomas, now, this makes me feel a little bit old. You were 3 when the Fast Show
Stop
was
it!
That, yeah.
I mean, did you know the show at all?
Well, I was 3.
What about when you got older?
What about your parents?
My parents, my parents did watch it. I do remember my parents settling down and watching it and getting us into bed before it started. So I would kind of hear it through the wall.
Oh, look, you're very kind.
I look at you now. Now you're on the sofa with them.
Did you have a sketch show that you watched when you were like a young teenager, whatever?
Me?
Yeah. Did you have a favourite?
Sketch show.
Doesn't really like him.
No, he didn't really like him.
I did watch you and Harry.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice save.
Yeah, but I do remember that one. Wasn't that later though? Was that?
Yeah, we did. We did one. Yeah, you're right. We did.
Well,
we did a series in like sort of the.
While they carry on, I'll tell you, the tour starts March the 18th. It's Stoke-on-Trent. You can also see all 3 series of the Fast Show on iPlayer. There you are.
No, we're off to catch up with wildlife artist.